Bussies.
You might be thinking right now, what does Buc-ee's have to do with Sun and Fun? Well, I heard about 45% of Sun and Fun's tickets are actually sponsored by Buc-ee's, and that 73.6% of all statistics are made up, but what do I know? Just look at all the fun you can have with your CFI almost running you out of gas before your destination.
Right, 1 mile, 0 miles of range on the display.
We drove down to Sun and Fun in the typical old American fashion of a road trip, and we had to take a stop at one of these beautiful places. It's called a gas station, or a super gas station. They've got things like beaver nuggets that you stop for, and it's the great old American journey that I'm not really used to because I didn't grow up here. But eventually, we got to Florida. A great friend of ours, Steve, put us up in an amazing location. The next day, we rolled out and went to do what we really came here to do. See airplanes. All right, we made it. And now we go have fun. Remember when Cirrus used to make cool airplanes? We even checked out flight simulators. Happy to say that I'm now taking sponsorships for someone to buy me this thing so I can make aviation better. This would be perfect for learning how to recover the S10. I'll probably come back.
The decel of the wing, leading edge all over. We're going to do little shrink.
Okay, you've heard me talk about this company before, and here we are, back again. Sling TSI. What an incredible airplane. And then across the field is the Sling 2, or the Sling LSA. 2 seats, likely really easy to fly. Carbon fiber spinner, that's pretty cool. This right here, this company has been doing fantastic things. Lots of great videos online of them crossing the Atlantic Ocean to get to Oshkosh. The designer, or the chief designer, lead designer, Mike Blythe, is just an all-around great guy, really interested in general aviation and the success of aviation across the globe, not just in South Africa, not just in the US, but across the globe. Love this. All right, so we made it into the show. It's already, let's say 100 degrees. It's gonna be 90 degrees today, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Thanks, Florida. But lots around us. Bo's behind us. We had the aircraft company, or the airplane company, behind us back there with the Sling 2 and the Sling TSI. Yeah, we're just getting going. Really no agenda. I'm gonna try to meet up with a couple people. Really hoping I can run past Scott Purdue today, just to say hello. But if not, I'll see him at the beach bash in the Bluegrass, the Bonanza bash that's coming up here pretty soon. Hoping to get into that as well. So we'll show you around. I'm gonna take snippets here and there, but you know me, I'm always trying to pay the best attention that I can. But this is all for you. Drove all 6 hours last night to be here for you. So let's do it. Oh, hey. All right, folks, we got another one for you. The all-new Sling HW, i.e. high wing, right? So they took the best of that design and put it into a high wing. So you have no excuse if you can't figure out what you want. Then it's, then they've got options. You come, you check it out, sit in these airplanes, see what they got going on. Again, experimental, so build it out the way you want it. Do you remember when you were a kid and something like this would have just absolutely made your day? We're still living that life, folks. We're still living that life. You know, my mom would have to buy me something like this, or I would not leave.
My mum hated my grandma, because my grandma would always give us
Good,
like,
thank you.
a small amount of money, and I'd want to buy a toy.
Yep,
And my
yep.
dad would always have to put the rest in.
Yep. Yeah, here you go. It's a twin Velocity that's got the Delta Hawk engine on it. This thing takes diesel essentially, right? It's SAF, sustainable aircraft fuel, or aviation fuel. Totally different technology. Really, really good, well, better for the environment. Difficult to find SAF, but definitely moving in the right direction. But the packaging is incredible. It is really tight, really tightly packaged. It's just a gorgeous installation. Yeah, so the Velocity folks are just hanging out right here. You've got the different pusher configurations and your typical prop over there, piston prop, but this Delta Hawk setup is just fantastic. I mean, you got the best combination here, the Velocity airplane, and then the Delta Hawks.
Yeah. Well, this airplane's owned by Delta.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I fly for them along with 2 other pilots.
Yeah.
And this is the test bed. You know, we go out and try to beat it up and see what needs to be changed.
Yeah.
We run it.
You can put these engines on a good Comanche.
Yes. They're going to be on a lot of things.
That's it. Like, you know, you guys are working, putting a Delta Hawk on Cessna 182, 172.
172, 182.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the RB-14.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think there's some plans for it. Well, I know it's going to be on the Piper Seminoles
There you go.
and maybe the Archer. I mean, I want it on everything.
I want it on everything, right?
Piper needs to make the Comanche again. Bring it back to
We just had this conversation.
You got a YouTube channel?
I do, yeah. I just started a small YouTube channel, like 1,000 followers. So it's not even a real channel yet. It's a baby channel. So
How do we find you?
I'm open source GA, but yeah, I'm gonna just put little snippets. It's just for the people. So okay, so we have found the spruce tent or the spruce area that's got just about everyone stacked up. We've got Dynon, advanced flight systems, even the Dynon certified stuff is actually back there. So we're gonna play with some of this stuff for a little while and see what we can learn.
But these will, you'll only sell these to a dealer, correct?
Nope.
No,
We'll sell you direct, yeah.
you can go online, buy one of these right now.
Are these certified for light twins? PA30?
PA30, yep. Yeah, so as long as you have an IA on the paperwork, then you're good to go. We don't have, that's one nice thing is we don't force you to go to an install center.
All right, I figured something out that's really important. I think a lot of people have an outdated view of what Dynon is and what Dynon does. I like Garmin, don't get me wrong, but there's also really great technology that's behind the Dynon systems, either on the certified side or on the experimental side. So you can go either way. Certified, experimental, doesn't matter. It'll interface with Garmin GPSs, it'll do all kinds of stuff. This one's got a fake Avionics system that's on top of it right now, but this is the touchscreen technology. It's got all the push buttons. They've got autopilots for various types of airplanes. None for the Piper Arrow, none for the Twin Comanche, as we were just figuring out. But eventually, all of that stuff will be certified. So if you really want some good glass, some really good technology on your panel, you're going to be looking at something like this, right? And it's brilliant. The screens are crisp and clear. They've got the knob panels, the knob control, so you're bumping around in turbulence, and you can put your hands right on the knobs, not just the touch screen. So really give Dynon a thought, because they're absolutely fantastic. And you can do a lot of the work yourself. You'll still have to have an A&P involved, but the way that it's all plumbed up in the back, it's just, it's brilliant. It really takes the guesswork out of having a modern panel. All of this stuff can be had for less than $20,000 in most instances, and the work to do the installation, piece of cake. So give Dynon a call and upgrade your stuff. All right, let's keep moving. So you guys currently have my prop for a reseal on an old Macaulay from my Bonanza. So I just wanted to show the people, like, you're real, you know? Yeah. Jawanza. Yeah, that's right. Dan, good to meet you, man. Yeah. I figured I'd just drive down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see you all. I told you I'd give you a little spot on the YouTube.
When I saw that, you said to me,
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Exactly. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm glad you guys are here because I've already on the channel told people we got to keep these old airplanes flying, and your service, my mind was blown when you said, hey, we'll pick it up, drop it off.
Yeah.
You know how much time and effort that saved me? I mean, that was huge. So I wanted to thank you for awesome customer service. And if you don't mind just telling people online real quick what you're all about, where they can find you.
Yeah, so my name is Dan Landis, and I'm the general manager at the Sensing and Propeller Service in Gainesville, Georgia. This is Mark. Mark's out of our Pennsylvania location. And 145 repair station, we overhaul Hartzels, McCulleys, and the MTs.
Yeah, I mean, and I have had such a fantastic time dealing with Dan. Just easy, the easiest thing I've done on this airplane since I bought it. So I wanted to come and just say hi and show you guys what's going on. All right, take a deep breath with me. I know the video is getting long, but it's really important that I show you what the vibe is like at this place. Let's just keep on walking and keep on checking out some of these great vendors. Drop a comment down below if you've got any questions about what you're seeing here on screen or any of the experiences today. And also, please, and I'm begging this time, give the video a like. Let's see what we can do with the algorithm. It's now part of our plan to buy one of these Dynon prop balancers because we got a lot of things to do. And I'm definitely buying whatever they're selling because look at this transition on the prop. I wish my spinner could look like this. It really brings the airplane to life.
We have the formula for downsizing the clay bar and the canuba into a nanoparticle.
Yeah, it sounds bad. It sounds great. These actually fit me really well. I like the fit on these.
It's very comfortable.
And it's even doing well with my my glasses.
Yeah, and I feel like it's still it's comfortable, but it's still enough pressure.
Just enough pressure.
Yeah.
What is the warranty cover?
I like that. So we're leaving Hangar B. That was a really cool experience. It took way too long to get through there, but you want to talk to all the vendors because we want nice things, and they've got really nice things. So we're gonna take a quick lunch break. Do this again after lunch.
We can't really talk about here on Sun and Fun Radio. I got somebody walking by with a camera.
That's right.
All right. Got one of the fancy
Right, you know how they say never to meet your heroes? Well, I did just that. Met Bruno, one of my heroes. And we're gonna try to do a collab at some point, I'm sure, but you know, when I'm 10,000 followers down the road in 25 years. But we can dream. Another one of those unconventional ideas on airplane ownership. Now we've got fighters passing overhead, but look at that concept. It's a folding wing. The airplane's relatively narrow. So why stress about a hangar when you don't need a hangar? This is the Mustang 2. Brilliant, brilliant. Hey, it's an air cam. Air cam sitting on floats. Again, there's more airplanes out there than just Cessna 172s, and Piper Cherokees is a perfect example. You want some real freedom and a great view? Here you go. No doors on the back. What a nice looking airplane. My current issue is it's just incredibly hot. I'm missing Oshkosh right now because it's typically a lot cooler than this, but here we are. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my Go Flight from Flight Flicks. This is the camera system that I use, or the monopod system that I use on my channel to get those really far out views of the Bonanza, way above or way outside the wing area. Yeah, they've got all the mounts stacked up right here, but I just wanted to stop by and show you that. Of course, PS Engineering's in here.
Sure, this is the Par 200B. It gives you a audio panel, an intercom, and controls for a row-mounted trig radio.
Right.
The audio panel has a Bluetooth connection, so you can pair a telephone, stream music, call for clearances in the control tower. Also has the ability to have our IntelliAudio or the dimensional sound. So you can have COM 1 sound like it's coming from the 10 o'clock position, COM 2 sounds like it's coming from the 2 o'clock position. You're allowed to monitor your standby frequency of the trig radio by pushing and holding the N1 button. You also have some pretty neat options when it comes to music distribution. Pilot, co-pilot, passengers can listen to separate music inputs. So you can listen to the Bluetooth, or you can listen to a hardwired music input.
Yeah, this thing, so I'll tell you what, the first time I heard the IntelliAudio thing, it blew my mind because it's you hear it for like 5 minutes and it locks into your brain what's going on.
Yeah, it's a patent we got from the United States Air Force actually, and they developed it for threat awareness, but yeah, basically we're giving your brain a sense of direction.
Yes.
And when your brain has a sense of direction, it's able to distinguish between one and the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's automatic. It's automatic. Your brain works. That's how your brain works.
Yeah, that's it, right?
We're tricking your brain into working the way it's supposed to.
Exactly, and it works fantastic. The other thing that I really love is, for the person that doesn't have the cash to go in and put in a second radio, with this system, you can monitor that second frequency. Right. So in my airplane, for example, I consider myself a 3-comm airplane because I got COM 1, COM 2, and then with this thing, I'm monitoring a third frequency if I really needed to, like my formation frequency or something.
This started out life many years ago as an experimental product. Again, same thing. People had a smaller panel footprint. They wanted a good SecCom. They put a nice navigator in there.
Exactly.
And they needed a good backup comm. Everybody needs backup comm.
Yep.
And that's how it was born. And so many people wanted it certified. We got it certified. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Fantastic work. I really appreciate the help. And at the same time, I messed up left and right inputs on the pilot sides. When I plugged it in, I plugged in a mono headset and I couldn't get any audio. And I'm like, hey, what's happening? And I emailed you guys, and within, I'm not joking, within 20 minutes, someone had replied and said, you probably switched those inputs. And I had to go relearn how to unsolder something and then resolder something. So check them out. PS Engineering, really worth all of your time. Really go give them a look. They can save you a lot of time, hassle, and money, especially in your tiny old airplane. And we kept walking. This time, I want to remind you to take a deep breath because we're deep into this video at this point and things are about to get loud. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it, but it's the sound of freedom roaring overhead and I don't want to cut that off. So let's keep it in there and you can feel like you were at the show. That's just nuts. That never gets old. It's like, thank God for health insurance and hearing coverage. I don't know if I have that, but I'm hoping I do. Insane. We're in the Piper field. M700's over there. Got a Seminole here. And you've got to ask the question, why buy a Seminole in today's market? Well, the answer is you don't. These things are being sold to flight schools pretty much. It's expensive, but they're very nice. They're great for training, tons of safety features, well built, easy to maintain. It's got the same construction techniques as original Piper, right? So it's been a long time that we've been flying airplanes with this type of a construction. So I mean, think about it. It'll be pretty easy to get parts, get service. But after you go and you do your training in that, imagine as an owner getting an M350 or the Fury, the M700. That's kind of where we want to be. But it's not where we're going to get to because, again, incredibly expensive. But look at that. PT6, probably the most reliable power plant that you can put in this thing. And incredible range. Useful load, about 2,300 pounds. They're really nice. Again, tons and tons of money. Maybe one day. But for now, I'll stick with my slightly older airplanes. You get warranties on these things, though, which is nice. And if you can afford it and you've got the warranty, this is where you want to put your family. If you can fit your family and fuel, which will be kind of difficult. But yeah, Piper booth is popping. Looks really nice. Thank you, Piper, for everything you're doing for general aviation. And back to walking. You walk a ton at Sun and Fun, you walk even more at Oshkosh, but just look at the immensity of the displays. This is really where you want to be. But then we eventually made our way to Comanche Town. Welcome to Comanche Town. Yeah, Kelly's airplane should be here. It's the most beautiful Comanche I've ever seen. Just Comanches everywhere you look. Yeah. Simon says we're camping here next year. Just excellent examples of twin Comanches and single Comanches. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, it's fantastic when you get the types together, right? So Comanche's here, the Beechcrafts probably have their own area somewhere nearby. I can look out for details and I'm sure I'll find them. But yeah, this is epic. It's quite nice. Ah, Comanches as far as the eye can see. I love it. Hey, there's a little Cherokee over there and a Globe Swift. Cool. But look at this guy. Comanche 400. This is a beast, probably a really fast airplane. As a matter of fact, the airplane is called the Red Rocket. It's got that good old red, white, and blue in the windshield. And just a fantastic example of an old but beautiful airplane. It's also a vintage airplane, so it can do those tiny little numbers at the back, the registration numbers, or N number. Turbocharged Comanche C. And the folks have just got their little tent. Yeah, you've got to love this. This is community. This is fleet. This is building up the Comanche community, just like we need to do with every other type community. It's going to be up to us to step up and really do a good job of saving these things or bringing them back from the dead. And this guy has taken great care of this thing. I don't know if this is factory, but look at the cowling latches on this airplane. Whew. You know someone really cares about this thing. Oh my gosh. I was walking away to go meet up with a person to do a thing. Again, I'm always scheming, always got something going on. And ran into this. This is a Beechcraft Stagger Wing. Beech Stagger Wing. And I feel like this is one for sale. I think I saw this online. But what an airplane. Wow. They don't make them like this anymore, I can tell you that. Can you tell why it's called a Stagger Wing from this angle? Incredible. And then of course parked right next to it, good old V-tail with the prop that I'm currently missing. Look at that. Same model, same prop. Full airplane cover, that's really nice. Another V-tail over here. Looks a little bit newer than mine. Again, 3-bladed Macaulay. Stinson, it looks like a 310. Wow. Cybertruck. Oh my goodness. Wow. Goodness me. Oh my gosh, look at the interior of this thing. Look at that red. You probably can't see it, but that's giving me ideas right there. Okay. And the sweat situation is real out here. It's hot, but we're having a great time. And I've gotten so many compliments on this shirt. It's from a company called Pilot Quarters, I think. But I wish I'd gotten some of those interactions on camera.
Yeah, but you were able to make it
Hey, thanks, yeah. Representing our area, right? Yeah, yeah. I really think I made the right fashion decision today. Right in front of us is the Elvis jet, which is like just insane, right? Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this is awesome. Like, talk about folks that make questionable decisions with airplanes. It's good to see you guys in person, man. Hi. I just wanted to stop by and say hello and thank you for everything that you're doing. It means a lot to me personally and a lot to some of the folks that follow me on my little, my little channel. So keep on doing what you're doing. We're huge fans, right? So again, yeah, man. Yeah, it means a lot. So keep it up. We'll see you around Oshkosh, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Silas, good to meet you, man. And your camera work is freaking incredible. I'm trying to learn how to use this thing, so. But yeah, thanks for what you guys are doing with this team. This is really big. This is huge. So, all right, good to see you, man. Good old Yonkers. New production. A50 Yonkers. That's incredible. I know I use that word all the time, but I really mean it. I feel pretty accomplished today. Again, pardon the look, it's really hot, but we've met some incredible people, saw some incredible airplanes, including Fat Albert that just took off with the Blue Angels back there. But now it's time to wrap things up, and I've got just one more mission that I need to complete. And we're walking towards that mission right now. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later.
There was no way I was leaving this place empty-handed, because they actually give you a great discount when you shop at air shows like these. So we bought something for the Bonanza, but actually we bought two things for the Bonanza, spent about $2,500, and now I'm probably in trouble at home. Congratulations me. This was an excellent day. Hope you enjoyed the walk around Sun and Fun. I wish I had more time to do more things and go slower, but we just had to get it done. We had to go up, show up, and make life great. Take care of each other. We'll see you again soon.
I cannot begin to explain how loud it is here.